When one rapper scammed Aiden Ross on livestream and another pulled a gun on him, these shocking moments prove just how quickly things can go from bad to worse in the world of streaming. Here are 12 times Aiden Ross got destroyed by rappers. Let's start with the insane moment when Aiden found himself in the middle of the largest robbery in live streaming history. Aiden Ross thought he had everything figured out when he made a massive offer to get Playboy Cardi on his stream. Desperate for a high-profile guest, Aiden offered Cardi a hefty deal, $2 million and a brand new Ferrari just to show up for a live broadcast. Cardi, always one to keep fans guessing, agreed to the deal, but with one condition. The stream would happen in a dark room with no lighting. Aiden, eager to make it happen, agreed without thinking twice. Cardi showed up fashionably late, 5 hours late to be exact, forcing Aiden to wait and hope the situation wasn't falling apart. When Cardi finally arrived, the interaction was far from what Aiden had imagined. Instead of any meaningful conversation or engaging with Aiden's audience, Cardi remained mostly silent, hiding behind his mask. Aiden asked him a few questions, trying to get the conversation going, but Cardi was cold and distant, only speaking a few words to acknowledge Aiden's hospitality. When Aiden handed over the bag of money, Cardi took it without much emotion, confirming what seemed like a prearranged deal. Then, without offering anything in return, Cardi walked off. He barely spoke a word, leaving Aiden and his viewers to wonder what had just happened.
Bro. Let's check it, bro. I got some cash for you. Yeah, a little gift from me to you. You know, it's a good amount of money in here. You know, it's a lot amount of money in here. Got you, bro.
This wasn't just a failed stream, it was one of the biggest robberies in live streaming history. Cardi had taken the money without delivering anything in return. Aiden realized too late that he'd been played, and while the situation left him speechless, the fans were left shocked at the level of disrespect. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, one rapper took things way further by scamming Aiden on live stream. Things took a dark turn for Aiden Ross when he tried to stream with rapper T Grizzly. From the start, Aiden's behavior was off, and it didn't take long for T to pick up on it. Known for his tough persona, T wasn't one to tolerate disrespect, and Aiden's actions were raising more than a few red flags. As the stream progressed, Aiden's jokes and behavior became more suspect, pushing T Grizzly to the brink. It wasn't long before T's patience snapped, and the entire vibe of the stream changed in an instant. T Grizzly pulled out a gun, immediately sending a clear message to Aiden that this was no longer a game. The tension in the room thickened as Aiden, visibly rattled, struggled to make sense of what was happening. T didn't stop there. He demanded Aiden's chain and without hesitation took it from him. Aiden, now fully aware of the danger, could do nothing but comply. As if that wasn't enough, T went a step further. He signaled to his bodyguard to pick Aiden up and physically forced him into a nearby lake, leaving him stunned and wet. Aiden, now in the cold water, realized just how far things could go when dealing with people from a world so different from his own.
Hold on, wait. That got a chain on? Let me get that chain, bro.
What?
Let me get that chain and all that.
What do you mean?
Take the chain off, bro.
It's actually cold, bro. How am I gonna...
Mother. What's wrong with it?
In that moment, Aiden's streaming world felt like it was crashing down, and the audience was left watching in disbelief as the situation escalated into something far beyond entertainment. But that wasn't the end of Aiden's run-ins with rappers. One rapper would soon scam him on a live game of cards. Aiden Ross thought he was stepping into a friendly competition with 21 Savage, but what started as a casual game quickly turned into a nightmare. The two linked up to play NBA 2K, but it became clear that 21 wasn't just here for fun. He had other plans. As the game unfolded, 21 Savage realized he was going to lose to Aiden in 2K, and that's when he suggested switching things up with a high-stakes card game. The idea: the winner would earn $10,000 per card. At first, it sounded like a good deal to Aiden. They swapped cards and the game began, but soon things took a suspicious turn. Without warning, 21 handed over the original deck to one of his crew members, only to replace it with a new deck that was anything but normal. These cards were marked. Aiden, unaware at first, kept playing, but his crew quickly noticed the odd scratches on the cards. The scam was unfolding before his eyes. One of Aiden's friends called it out, and Aiden confronted 21 about it. To Aiden's shock, 21 pretended not to notice, even offering to help Aiden spot the marked cards, pretending like everything was normal.
Are those your cards?
Yeah, you're brand new.
Okay. On God. On God, they're marked. Hold on.
How you can tell they're marked? I don't see what you talking about.
Nah, but on these ones, show me the red ones. Nah, yeah. See that mark right there? I'm not tripping, bro. That's a mark.
It's on the top and the bottom. You flip it, it's in the same spot.
But the damage had already been done. 21 Savage managed to pocket over $150,000, leaving Aiden to figure out what had just happened. When Aiden realized what was going on, it was too late. 21 Savage didn't stick around to let Aiden try to get his money back, leaving him high and dry on the stream with a stunned audience watching everything unfold. And if you thought that was bad, one rapper took things even further by physically threatening Aiden and pushing him into a lake. Aiden Ross thought he was in the clear when he started a stream with Moneybagg Yo, but things quickly took a turn for the worse. At first, everything seemed fine. Aiden was excited to connect with the rapper and get some tips on freestyling, and Moneybagg Yo was more than happy to help. The vibe was friendly as they kicked off the stream, with Moneybagg teaching Aiden how to freestyle, but Aiden's enthusiasm soon got the best of him. As the freestyle session continued, Aiden's jokes became more and more cringeworthy, crossing the line from playful to awkward. He made bizarre comments, throwing out uncomfortable compliments and lines that had nothing to do with the flow. Moneybagg Yo, who had been patient up until this point, began to visibly lose his cool. After Aiden made one particularly off-color joke about Moneybagg's looks, the rapper's frustration boiled over. He shot back with a sharp warning, "Stop with the weird jokes, or else." But Aiden didn't pick up on the cues.
How do you say it? You looked at my wrist, I got time.
Today, fucking them crossing the line today.
I got
I just slid in, just
Okay,
vibe.
I'm gonna slide in. Time today. Moneybagg, you looking so fine today.
What?
Yeah, pull up
You bullshit, bro. Don't ever say no shit like that again.
a toothpick, grab it, twist it, like it's a dick.
He tried to push for one more freestyle, but Moneybagg's patience had already run out. With a quick, forceful reaction, Moneybagg swung at Aiden, making it clear he wasn't playing around anymore. Aiden quickly realized just how close he had come to crossing a line. Moneybagg, clearly annoyed, walked off the stream, leaving Aiden to face the embarrassment of pushing things too far. And just when you think Aiden has learned his lesson, another rapper would soon take issue with him over a freestyle that was even worse. Aiden Ross's time with Blueface on stream was supposed to be another entertaining session, but it quickly turned into an awkward disaster. From the beginning, Aiden's attempt to break the ice with his usual humor felt off. He started making jokes that seemed to miss the mark, not realizing that Blueface wasn't amused. Aiden's jokes, which seemed playful at first, began to take a more cringeworthy turn. As Aiden pushed forward with his odd remarks, things started to get uncomfortable. He made jokes that were over the line, and the tension grew palpable. Blueface, known for his no-nonsense attitude, wasn't having any of it. It wasn't long before he looked visibly frustrated, clearly fed up with Aiden's inappropriate comments. Finally, when Aiden continued to push with one too many off-color jokes, Blueface stood up, shook his head, and walked out of the stream.
Yeah. All right, so no. Chat, how many viewers does it say we have? Oh, we have 71,000, I think.
Let's wrap this up, guys.
If you ever want to come over.
Got stuff to do. Got time to play with you kids. Alright, Diddy.
Aiden, now realizing the situation had gone south, tried to salvage what was left of the stream, but it was too late. Blueface was gone, and the viewers were left watching an awkward and uncomfortable scene unfold. The stream that was meant to be a fun interaction turned into one of the most awkward moments in Aiden's career, but the fallout didn't stop there. Aiden would soon find himself in trouble once again, this time with a rapper who demanded two separate apologies from him. Aiden Ross's feud with Julio Fulio started in an unexpected way, through a song. While streaming one day, Aiden casually played a song by Youngeen Ace, which dissed at Fulio and his crew. Aiden, not knowing the implications, sang along to the track, completely unaware that Fulio was a target in the lyrics. The rapper wasn't going to let that slide. Fulio quickly caught wind of what Aiden had done, and he wasted no time letting him know how he felt. Furious, Fulio demanded Aiden publicly apologize for playing the song and for making the situation worse. In an attempt to make things right, Aiden immediately got on Instagram Live to address the issue, offering an apology to Fulio. He explained that he didn't know the context of the song and had no ill intentions. But that wasn't enough for Fulio. Later that day, Aiden found himself having to apologize again. This time, Fulio wasn't accepting any excuses. He made Aiden get on a second Instagram live to issue an even more sincere apology. The whole situation was humiliating for Aiden, who realized just how quickly things could spiral out of control.
No disrespect at all, Brody. So I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, bro, just try to get them to delete that, take that down, or whatever that was. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I can get all that shit taken down, copyrighted shit. Now look, I already know like this happened, and then like it happened again. And this is what, the third time now, so it's like, I understand completely, like.
His attempt to make amends wasn't enough to fully undo the damage. Aiden's struggle didn't end there though. He'd learned a tough lesson about what happens when you don't fully understand the lyrics you're playing. Unfortunately for him, he'd make the same mistake again, but this time, the consequences would be even worse. Aiden Ross found himself in a heated confrontation with Joe Budden after a discussion about Kai Cenat's Grammy snub. The situation quickly escalated when Aiden, who was a huge supporter of Kai, decided to take a stand against Joe's criticism. Joe, a veteran in the music industry, had made it clear that he didn't agree with Kai's opinions about the Grammys, particularly regarding Travis Scott's loss. Aiden, never one to back down, took to social media and defended his friend Kai, calling out Joe for his comments. He wasn't going to let an older rapper talk down to him and his peers. Aiden went all in, firing back at Joe with insults and accusations, claiming that Joe had no room to talk about the younger generation. He threw in the fact that he and Kai were far richer than Joe, dismissing his age and experience. Joe Budden wasn't having it, and he wasted no time hitting back with harsh words on his podcast. The tension between the two intensified as Joe made it clear that he didn't see any reason to engage with someone like Aiden.
I'm gonna talk, no room to speak. You know what I'm saying? Lay your opinions about me and Kai to ourselves. Me and Kai are 10 times more richer than you and you will ever be.
I'm just so happy that the streamer, that they finally have a look in the mirror moment and say, oh, it's not about us.
In his eyes, Aiden had no right to talk back to him, especially when it came to an issue that Joe clearly felt passionate about. Aiden was left fuming, but the incident did more than just stir up drama. It made him realize that his online antics had consequences. But this wasn't the last time he'd find himself clashing with a rapper over a heated debate. Aiden Ross learned the hard way that not everyone in the industry had good intentions. After his massive loss to 21 Savage and his failed stream with Cardi, Aiden began to draw the attention of more rappers. Meek Mill and Lil Baby both reached out to him, eager to join his stream for some high-stakes action. At first, it seemed like just another chance for Aiden to collaborate with top artists, but it quickly became clear that these rappers weren't looking for friendship. They were looking for an easy payday. Aiden, eager to show off his connections, agreed to their requests. But the moment they joined the stream, they started pressuring him to gamble, asking for more money and trying to get Aiden to place bets he wasn't comfortable with. Aiden, now aware of what was happening, tried to back out of the situation. He realized that they were just trying to take advantage of him, much like 21 Savage and Cardi had done.
Go to the show with me tonight with Floyd?
No.
Baby said he texted you.
Yeah, he did text me. He wants to gamble. Wants to take more money from me.
Yeah, he want to gamble.
Yeah, I know, bro. You guys want to take all my money, huh? Little Baby, Meek Mill, all you guys just want to steal my money. No.
With their constant demands for money and gambling, Aiden grew more frustrated and knew that he had to protect himself from being exploited any further. What was supposed to be a fun and lucrative collaboration turned into a nightmare of peer pressure and manipulation. Aiden's refusal to play into their game showed just how much he had learned from his past encounters. Aiden Ross's attempt to impress Polo G during a freestyle session took a sharp turn into awkwardness when his rhymes didn't land as intended. At first, it seemed like a lighthearted moment, with Aiden trying to show off his skills in front of a real rapper. But when Aiden dropped his bars, it quickly became clear that Polo G wasn't impressed. His response was stone-faced, and it didn't take long for Aiden to realize that the freestyle wasn't landing the way he thought it would. Aiden, trying to save face, kept pushing the jokes, but Polo G wasn't having it. His lack of enthusiasm only made things worse for Aiden, who pushed harder to make light of the situation. Aiden's attempt to win over Polo G quickly turned into a cringeworthy disaster, with the rapper growing visibly uncomfortable. As Aiden kept rapping, Polo G's patience began to wear thin. But the drama didn't end there. The tension spilled over into social media, where Aiden tried to save face, joking about Polo G's reaction. However, his attempt to keep things light only made things worse.
On a gun. Wait, a gun. I'm about to put a blunt in my mouth. I'm about to go out and take this ticket. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sincerely apologizing to Polo G. Basically, I called Polo fine. He told me to stop playing that shit.
Polo G wasn't laughing. He took to Instagram, where he made it clear that he didn't appreciate Aiden's jokes. The back and forth led to a tense exchange, with Aiden apologizing in a video, trying to smooth things over. But Polo G wasn't done. He responded with a video that many interpreted as a warning to Aiden, showing his followers what happens when you push someone too far. Aiden, now fully aware of the consequences of his actions, felt the weight of the situation. And just when you thought things couldn't get more uncomfortable, Aiden found himself involved in a much deeper, potentially dangerous situation with NLE Choppa's crew. Aiden Ross was used to pushing boundaries on stream, but he learned the hard way that some boundaries shouldn't be crossed. While hanging out with Ski Mask, the Slump God, and Zaz, Aiden made a huge mistake. He touched Ski Mask's durag despite being warned not to. At first it seemed like a harmless joke, but Ski Mask didn't find it funny. He immediately told Aiden to stop, but Aiden, not fully understanding the seriousness of the situation, kept going. Ski Mask's irritation grew, and he signaled to his bodyguard to step in. What happened next was a shock to Aiden. The bodyguard, without hesitation, grabbed Aiden, lifting him off the ground and holding him up by his shirt. Aiden was caught completely off guard, realizing how quickly the situation had escalated. The bodyguard didn't let go until Ski Mask stepped in and told him to put Aiden down. Aiden, still stunned by the whole interaction, couldn't believe how far things had gone. He had pushed someone too far, and the physical response made it clear that he had crossed a line.
Ski's got the normal do, you know what I mean?
Oh, why you gotta caress it like that, though,
Sorry.
fam?
Sorry.
You don't gotta caress it, fam.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
This wasn't just a playful moment gone wrong. It was a reminder that some people don't tolerate disrespect, even in the most unexpected places. As Aiden reflected on the incident, he realized just how lucky he was that things didn't escalate even further. But his stream wasn't over yet, and things were about to get even more tense when he almost made a huge mistake with NLE Choppa's gang. Aiden Ross thought he was just being cool when he tried to join in on a handshake with NLE Choppa's crew, but what seemed like an innocent gesture could have easily turned into a dangerous mistake. While NLE Choppa was performing a gang handshake with one of his friends, Aiden, in typical fashion, jumped in, eager to join the moment. However, what he didn't realize was that the handshake was a symbol of belonging to the Grape Street Crips, a gang with strict rules about who could participate. One of NLE Choppa's friends, aware of the potential consequences, immediately pulled away, refusing to let Aiden participate. He knew that if someone who wasn't part of the gang performed the handshake, there could be serious repercussions. Aiden, still oblivious to the gravity of the situation, insisted on joining in. The tension was rising fast. Luckily for Aiden, Speed stepped in just in time. Recognizing the potential danger, Speed stopped Aiden before he could make the deadly mistake of completing the handshake.
Oh, that looks so cool. No.
Who stopped him? Who stopped him? He said, no.
Now
He firmly told Aiden to back off, saving him from a confrontation that could have had much more severe consequences. Aiden, now fully aware of how dangerous his actions could be in the world of streaming, realized just how quickly things could spiral out of control. But his near mistake wasn't the last thing that would make him think twice about his interactions with rappers. Things would take a serious turn when Ski Mask's bodyguard stepped in again to teach him a lesson. Aiden Ross thought he could get away with a little flirtation when he saw NBA YoungBoy had liked a picture of his girlfriend on Instagram. In true Aiden fashion, he decided to take it further. Aiden, feeling a bit cocky, decided to take to Instagram Live and flirt with YoungBoy's baby mama to get a reaction. He figured it would be a harmless joke, but it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control. When NBA YoungBoy saw the stream, he wasted no time in firing back. He dropped a diss track aimed directly at Aiden, warning him to stop playing around. The track was filled with threats, including a chilling reminder that YoungBoy always carried a gun and wasn't afraid to use it. Aiden, clearly rattled by the response, quickly realized he had stepped into dangerous territory. He wasn't just messing around with another rapper, he was playing with someone who had a violent reputation and wasn't afraid to back it up. In response to the threats, Aiden posted an apology video, desperately trying to distance himself from any sort of gang violence. "I'm just a streamer."
I'm gonna just let you know I'm not on any type of gang violence shit at all. No, I own no weapon machinery. I have no sorts of, gang blood in me. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm just a streamer, you know what I'm saying? I don't really claim it.
Aiden said, desperately trying to explain himself. He emphasized that he had no involvement in any kind of violent lifestyle, but the damage was already done. The diss track had already been released, and Aiden found himself caught in the crossfire of a real-world threat. He had learned the hard way that the world of streaming could quickly turn dangerous when you weren't careful with your words or actions. If you thought these were crazy, you won't want to miss what happens in this next video.